Herzlich willkommen von der Indie-Bühne Rocket Beans TV. Wo sieht man sie nicht? Vor allem hier. Und ich bin der Gregor. Ich darf heute das erste Mal hier auf der Indie-Bühne dabei sein. Das freut mich sehr, denn ein Bereich, den ich mir gerne noch angucken möchte. Aber im Speziellen werden wir uns heute mit einem Spiel beschäftigen. Und dafür haben wir uns einen Gast hier eingeladen. First, thank you for coming here and presenting us your game. Could you introduce yourself and your game at the beginning?
Oh yeah, thank you for having me. So my name is Thomas Altenberger. I am one of the 3 developers of ScourgeBringer. And it's a roguelike action game with lots of combat actions and very speedy movements. Well, yeah.
So a roguelike action game, ScourgeBringer. How long have you been working on the game?
For about 1 year and a half for now. Yeah.
And you are having a playable build now at Gamescom. Is it playable on the show floor here?
Yeah, for sure. It's on the Indie Arena and on the booth of our publisher, The Villagers. And there is like big artwork. You can't miss it. Yeah.
So let's not let the people wait any longer. If you want, we can start and you can play a little bit. I'm going to take over later. I want to take first a look before I start and embarrass myself.
So what you're going to see is maybe going to like advanced play because I've been playing this game for like quite some time.
Okay.
So so don't be. So ScourgeBringer, like I said, it's a platformer game. So you can like jump around. You can jump on walls. You can double jump. You can also walk on walls if you feel like. And it's a game where you are very free of your movement. So we really want you to be free of your action at any time, to feel in total control and to have like controls that are super tight. So we spent a lot of time to craft the controls to allow you to do anything you like. And so it's going to be an action game. I'm going to be able to slash things. There is some air controls. Yeah, let's get to it.
So it looks quite fluid from the movement.
It is super fluid, yeah. We really want you to feel like being able to do whatever you like, to jump and be part of the action. Yeah. So the goal of the game is to clean rooms. So I'm going to go through this as fast as I can. And I have a different set of actions that I can do to kill everything. So I can slash, I can do a dash attack, and I can also dash on the ground. And I have also a heavier attack, which is a smash. And this smash allows me to like push enemies. And later in the game, you're going to have upgrades to allow you to like do counters and like throw back bullets, throw enemies on other enemies, and make combos. And I also have a drone with me, who allows me to fire off things.
Yeah, I've seen the drone over there. Yeah. So as you said, later on you have more bigger enemies that is gonna probably be necessary to use the pushback just to be able to handle them.
Yeah. So there is some enemies that are going to use this as a mechanic. And also some bosses or mini bosses are going to put you in some situation where you're going to have to like counter the attacks and maybe like use different kind of weapons and all that you move you have at your disposals.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen already that you, of course, played it quite a while because if I'm playing new games like this, I need a little bit of time to get bearing of the movement. There's also quite pumping music if you engaging the enemy.
Yeah, sure. So you have like a dynamic system, a dynamic music system. So the music change depending on the kind of action you have in the game. And the sound design in the music is actually made by someone who's called Jonas Turner, who also made the sound on games like Nuclear Thrones, Downwell, Brofos. And so it's like to say there are some crunchy sound.
Yeah, crunchy, a lot of synth if necessary.
Yeah. So in the game you can encounter also merchants. And it's going to sell stuff to get back HPs or to get new weapons for your drone, or maybe some items are going to buff you for runs and so on. And on the left there is one of the mini-boss of the game. And this mini-boss has something special, is that is kind of try to teach you how the smash attack works. Because when you smash an enemy at the right moment, you can also stun it. So if this enemy I smash it, it's going to like be open here, and it's going to be stunned, and I'm going to be able to like do whatever I want. So I'm just waiting for him to give me an opportunity, and I'm just going to like slash it off. Oh.
And you got it? You got it. What is the meter that's building up on the right-hand side? Is this a combo meter or something?
Yeah, this is a combo meter. It's an optional system. If you like to, you don't have to care about. And it's something we made to like reward people who would like to do power play. And so it's something that is going to feel if you play in a stylish way or use different kind of attacks in a very fast way, like cleaning rooms very fast and so on. And it's a meter it's a multiplicator that will allow you to like get more money and more stuff and so on.
So you also said there's kind of roguelike elements in there. Does this mean the level design is randomized? I would think they're prepared levels here, yeah?
So each rooms are handcrafted because we want to have fine control on the level design and on where enemies are. And we want you to, like, when you enter a room, to do a very quick mental map of what the actions you are going to do.
Yes.
And for that, we need to have a very fine control of how we make each room. And then, of course, each room are like put together in a random way. So no game are going to be the same, yeah. So, and yeah, also roguelike element, when you die, you end up into this kind of a world, and you can spend skill points to enhance your character. And these skill points are going to range from having small boost into permanent max HP, or like moving faster, having new attacks, like for instance, there are going to be an upgrade that will allow you, like I said, to recoil bullets with the smash attacks. And the skill tree is more about adding more options and diversity into your game. It's not going to be about to be really more powerful, because we don't want the game to be grindy. We don't want you to like be blocked on a boss and not being able to beat it just because you don't have enough skill. So
you'd rather have a rather fast progression instead of building up levels and trying it again and again.
You are not going to build levels. You are not going to have to play the game for getting stronger. It's more about getting a hang on the feeling of the game and getting better at it.
So what about repeating bosses or something like this? Because lots of games, of course, have some bosses they're using it many times because it's concept of the games. How are you going to work it in the game?
So it's basically kind of the same way. So you are going to go through levels, and when you die, you get back skill point from beating bosses and mini bosses, and then you just go back into the action.
Okay.
So here I've enhanced my character. I've brought back skill, and I can just go back into the game world. And here we go. So this is another run, and everything has been generated in a different way. So the goal of the game is to reach the boss door, and the boss door will only open if you killed all the mini-boss. So in this first level there is only one mini-boss to access the boss, but later in the game there are going to be levels that will require you to beat up to 3 mini-bosses.
And since the order of the rooms is randomized, you could have luck and immediately find all the bosses, or otherwise you have to search a bit.
You have to search because the generation is done so that mini-bosses are not always generated in a way you could like.
So there's a certain amount of level guaranteed before you get to the boss.
There is supposedly a certain amount, but it can happen that you are like very lucky, and sometimes the game happen to generate rooms like in a way you would be able to like go directly to the boss. There is also a super attack, so that I unleash to like get through enemies way faster.
Yeah, as we've seen, there's quite a high speed which everything's happening in.
Yeah, so that's also me playing at like an advanced level, but if I want to, I can just play like in a more chill way.
Yeah, we can see afterwards when I'm going to try it out, it's probably going to be a bit more chill in the beginning. But that's what the stuff that I like about games like these. If you once get used to the controls and how everything's with the jumping and the timings, then you can be pretty efficient then.
Yeah, sure. So this is what we call a blood altar, and basically it's going to propose you with upgrades among a selection of about 30 of them, and these are upgrades that are going to be situational, like something that will allow you to get free items in the shop, or maybe something that is going to refill some munitions for the drone each time you enter a room, or maybe get more powerful, and maybe also even sometime completely changing the gameplay of some of the elements of the game, like making your dash being more like a dodge instead of an attack.
Okay. Can you say a little bit about the different environments, so to speak? Of course, it's still an alpha version, as we see, and it's a kind of mechanical cave-like environment. Are there different kind of environments there, or is it more dungeon-like?
So there's going to be like 5 to 6 environments, depending on the run we're going to have. And for now, there is only this one, but you are working on more of them, and it's going to be like more. The more you progress into the game, the more it's going to feel like strange and alien.
Okay.
And so up to a moment that you are really going to feel like not being welcome at all. So.
Okay. Is there kind of a way to express the storyline of the game? So what we're seeing now, of course, here we're focusing on the gameplay, but we have something like cutscenes or text boxes or something in the final game?
So there are going to be text boxes and stuff to discover. So the story of the game is that it's set in a post-apocalyptic world. There is some kind of strange giant monolith that appeared in the sky, and it basically wreaked havoc on Earth, and the humanity came back to a tribal state, and you are one of the most powerful female warrior of the clan, and you are sent into the ScourgeBringer and to like figure out what's going on.
Okay.
But you're stuck because nobody ever went back from it.
Yeah. So you get here and deal with yourself and see if you can manage it.
Yeah. And so every people in the ScourgeBringer, even this merchant, are basically like previous warriors that were sent into the ScourgeBringer, but like they completely abandoned the quest. And so you are going to meet people, being able to speak to them and like discover what were their story and what they believe happened. And there is also going to be like some scriptures you are going to find. You're going to find all of this element, this story element, in a non-chronological order. So you'll have to yourself like piece together the story of the game.
Okay.
So this is a boss door, and I can't open it because I need to first like find the mini boss, which by chance is on the left room.
Yeah, let's see if we can find him there. Yeah, that was faster.
Yeah, definitely faster.
So now the door should have opened, yeah? Because it's only one gem you have to activate.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a bodybuilder. Ooh.
Wow.
Almost.
Just happened.
Almost.
Do you want to try? Give it a try.
Right from the boss?
No, not right from the boss.
But if you want to beat the boss, I can try afterwards, or do you say it's okay after that?
No.
Otherwise, I'm gonna play. So it's with a stick, or probably I'm liking more using the gamepad because I'm just used to it more.
Feel free to use it. Should be perfect.
So jumping with the A button, X is the slash. This is the heavy slash, and this is the R button is the Okay, so that's what I need. All these buttons here. Yeah.
And now we have the basics.
So, this was the upgrade path. To return, I have to go where?
You jump in the middle of the tree.
In the, oh, yeah.
You can double jump, sorry.
Ah, okay, yeah. All right, so...
So this is a tutorial, but you can skip it if you have any difficulties. I'm going to help you go through.
I'll try it out. So I have the double jump, I can run on the wall, I can wall jump. I can actually run as much as I want.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Of course, you have your own approach doing this kind of game, as I've seen. But 2D games, roguelike elements, heavy focus and action, that's of course something a lot of games have been doing in the past years especially.
Yeah, sure.
What makes your game special where you say it stands out from other titles?
Well, we are trying to get what's the most relevant thing, the juice of each of those games, and trying to take them to the next level in terms of feeling, in terms of controls, and we spent a lot of time to fine-tune like only the controls. And we are trying to do something very, very smooth, and something you are like feeling you are in total control in any kind of situation. We want you to be fully empowered. And ultimately, we really want you to feel like if you lose HP or if you lose the game, that it's not because of the game. It's not something that the game is trying to push on you, but more like you feel like I can get better, and I want to get better, and I'm going to do yet another run.
Yeah, I see already. I'm not that used to the game, but already it feels like I'm able to do almost everything I want.
Yeah.
As it's not only looks fluid, it also plays fluid. So way to replenish the energy from enemies, or is it only if I'm buying then upgrades or finding hearts or something?
So for now, you can only get back your HP from the shops, but we are going to work on this and make it more smoother, and having like bosses or mini bosses, drop health, or maybe sometimes also enemies. And also right now the game for now is more difficult than what we intended to be for a first level, because the game is currently available on our Discord server, and our community can drop by and request a free access to the alpha and play like the build from the gamescom.
Okay.
And
what's with the cucumber?
Cucumber, yeah, a cucumber is
Why
like...
is it so disgusting?
Because it is.
It is?
Yeah.
But
no?
you're wearing cucumber hats.
No, these are pickles. It's not the same thing.
Did you know that pickles are cucumbers?
I know, but it doesn't taste the same thing.
Okay, let's leave it as a mystery. Yeah, I'm not having enough currency for hearts, so let's see if I'm able to get.
Yeah, so like I said, the game is currently available in alpha on our Discord, so anyone watching is completely free to drop by our Discord and join the community and play the game and help us build it. The game will be later available on Steam. We already have a Steam page set up, so if you'd like to be aware of when it release, feel free to wishlist it. And we are most likely going to go through an early access sometime next year, and the game is going to release in its full shape like next year.
How's been the reception up to now from the people who were able to play the game? So outside from your own community, of course, they are familiar with what you're trying to do, but how was the reception here at Gamescom?
Oh, it's been awesome so far. Really, we are very impressed by all the feedback and all the reception of the game. It's been doing really, really cool for us.
Oh, the spikes. I didn't see the spikes.
So you're going to have the mini-boss going right after, and just try to see what he's doing, learn his pattern. He's going to have two different attacks, and the key is to use the Y button, which is a heavier attack, the smash, and just wait for it to appear and like rush on it and do a smash, and it's going right.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
And it's going to be like stunned and fully open to any attack. Great.
Oh, that was with one energy left.
Yeah, so fantastic.
This is how the experts are doing it.
Yeah. And so you acquire new skill point from getting the minibus. So you can now, if you like to, spend more skills point.
So good to go to unlock the path here, lightning travel.
Yeah, so this one will allow you to teleport from rooms.
Oh, let's try this one. This seems nice for attacking.
Yeah, sure. And you have yet another one, if you feel like it.
Yeah, as long as we have time. People in the back are going to tell me how much time we have, but I'll try it again. You can tell the people where they're going to find your Discord server. What's the address? If someone wants to visit you.
Just go into the Discord server, search or discoverability, and you can just type flying oak. So flying and oak like the oak tree, not like the bird. And you will most likely end up into our Discord, or just look it up like ScourgeBringer on Google, and you should be able to land on our Discord. Please drop by and register for the alpha. It's completely free, and you'll be able to join in. And we do monthly updates to the alpha, and with new content. And we listen to the community. You can give us your feedback. We will really appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So let's see if I've learned. If I've learned enough. Oh, there he went away.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm gonna get you. Heavy attack to stun him, and then.
And you have the super attack on the left trigger. Great. Awesome.
Oh. I'm not that bad, I have to say.
No, you're not. You're not.
I may be a bit older, my reflexes are not the best, but I still can manage. That's actually, it feels, even if, as I said, there are quite a bit of games who are going for this kind of style, or games who are having fast movement in this, but it feels already its own in a special kind of way.
When people play the games, they like to compare it to games like Celeste for the fluidity of the movement, and Dead Cells for the action. And we also like to say that we're kind of inspired by games like Devil May Cry for the aerial kind of style of combat system.
Yeah, probably Devil May Cry, of course, has very combo-heavy gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, here's a super attack.
There's a super attack, yeah. Wanted to save it up for when I have many enemies. So I want to try, I've beat the mini boss, so I should be able to fight the boss. Yes,
should, yeah.
I want to save up some money beforehand to let's see if I can, manage it. Almost, yeah.
Too bad.
There's no invincibility frames to dash through the flames. You have to be a bit careful.
I forgot to mention this because, the dash is definitely an attack. It's not a dodge.
Yeah.
So, you're going to take hits if you try to go through attack with a dash.
Yeah. Now that I've died, I would have to beat the mini boss again to get access to the final boss.
Yes, you win.
Okay. Then we got still a couple of minutes left. I want to have another try, because why not?
And this one's going to be the good one. I feel.
Yeah, this one. I think this will be the right one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to familiarize yourself, because in a lot of games, the dodge means also you can dodge through attacks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So people are kind of used to it. But if you know that you're not able to dodge, then you have to be a bit more deliberate and use it to dodge away.
The idea of having an attack with a dash is to be able to jump to enemies in a very quickly way, and to do combos. And ultimately, we want you to be able to maybe clean up a room without even having to touch the ground.
No fire for you, so...
It's getting cool.
Let's see, 101. together from underneath with the firewall cannon. So. Almost.
Yeah. But that was cool nonetheless.
So, up or down, up or down.
Yeah. You can use the B button to bring a full map.
Oh, that was the map, yeah. I've been strafing it a little bit, so it's been showing, but it's of course necessary. Up or down, up or down. Yeah, let's try down.
And of course in the game you can
okay.
you can remap the button in the option if you feel like the map is not on the right button for you.
Yeah. Okay. That surprised me a little bit, but it's okay. And as long as I don't die, a cleared room stays cleared.
Yeah, yep. Of course.
How much? 183. No, I wanna my energy. Oh no!
Last HP.
Let's see if we can manage. So how much do I have? 214. I think it was 230, 44 energy. Yeah.
Yeah. But on the left there is actually the altar. It's not the shop. So I guess you were expecting for the shop. But you can just jump on it. It's a free upgrade.
On the altar?
Yeah.
The blood altar, yeah.
So this one gives you back ammunition for the drone, and this one increases the time of iframe you have between getting it to times.
If I get hit, yeah.
If you get it, and since you only have like 1 HP left,
it's not that useful now.
Yeah.
So let's take this one.
And there is a shop just above.
There's the shop.
So maybe they're going to be.
So,
you can get 2 HP back.
I could get 2, and I could get 1, and this is okay. Then let's
slash it.
I got it. So 3, that should be more than enough, yeah. Oh, there's the boss.
This is the boss door. And there is a mini boss right above.
There, it got me there. So I think we have a couple of more minutes left. Do you want to try maybe if you can get fast to the boss?
Yeah,
we see a little bit more of expert play. I have to say, you can get quite fast into the game. So, but of course you have to learn the nuances and how well you can use. That with the dash is a good hint. Because it's not Dark Souls, people. It doesn't have to be Dark Souls and dash through everything.
Yeah. So I have acquired new skills. I have picked one that will get me more HP. So now I'm starting the game with 10 HP.
The drone can be very useful. And you're actually looking when the enemies are going to shoot. I've been hoping for the best.
I'm trying to like wait for them to give me some like visual cue for me to understand what's going on. So this is a shop. I have not enough money yet. So what kind of upgrades am I going to get? So this one is cool because
that's
more HP is always cool.
HP very important here. Yeah.
This one allows you to stun enemies for longer with
that's
the smash.
That's okay too.
And this one allows you to like sometimes have free items. So
but then
I guess I'm going for the HP. So
go for the HP. Lucky 13. There's the boss door. Oh no, that's not the boss door.
It's a mini boss.
It's a mini boss. Yeah.
Oh no.
But we have many more where those HP came from.
So I'm going to try to get the mini-boss in one go. Right.
Yeah, you. Excellent. Really, really good.
And if I can find the room of the boss by any chance.
I think it's one of the two we all see on the map. It's the upper one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm betting on it.
Let's figure this out.
But not money, because probably I'm gonna lose. It looks like a boss. Oh, okay, it's not. But soon. It's gonna come soon.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it was one more.
Okay,
So let's
do I
see.
have any money to spend? Oh, I can teleport, I don't have the skills. So no worries, let's go right for the boss.
10 hit points, let's see.
I should do it.
And there's a special attack. Ooh.
So now he's getting into his second phase, so he's a little bit more angry.
But I think you should have him very soon. And you got him.
Yeah.
Great. Well-earned applause.
Right, and that's basically the end of the demonstration. So once you beat the boss, you will have like a portal that will open, and that will allow you to jump straight into the second level and go up to the last boss.
Yeah. To finish it up, so you can tell the people once again where they can find the game, where they can see it exactly.
Yeah. Sure, so just like Google ScourgeBringer, and you will end up on the Steam page. You will be able to wishlist the game and be able to be like notified when it comes out. And of course, our Discord server, just look for ScourgeBringer on Discord or Flying Hawk game, and you will end up in our private space, our community, and it's currently available on alpha for our Discord member exclusively and for free, and just because we need feedback to beat the game. Yeah, please do buy.
Then thank you for taking the time and showing us the game. It's a lot of fun. I hope you have great success with it.
Thank you very much.
Of course, we have to remember, beware of the bad cucumbers.
Yeah,
because they're
bad. Don't eat cucumbers.
Don't eat cucumbers. Das war's mit ScourgeBringer hier von der Indie-Bühne. Wir geben wieder zurück nach außen und wir werden sehen, was da los ist. Ich bin dann später nochmal für die Leute, die hier sind, da. Aber wenn ihr es sehen wollt, kommt doch gern vorbei. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis später.